any level in basketball. And Kirk,
I didn't think they were going to make it, because normally when you come from that far behind, I guess you get tired out, and then they start pulling away. You may become but you never really overcome it, and it was surprising.
Well, Kirk, I was watching a football game, a Browns game, or some game with Thurman in Cleveland, and some team had overcome some 30 points, and I said to Thurman, "Boy, that's pretty impressive." And Thurman said, "Well, first you have to get down 30 points." So he wasn't impressed. Someone asked me about something I said about rooming with both my brothers. You and I slept in the same room, the three of us in the same room at the first house. Is that right?
Yeah.
And
two bunk beds.
And Dennis was at the top, right?
Yeah, until he fell out of bed.
I forgot about that. And then what? Then you had to be at the top?
I had to go up to the top, maybe to bunk bed.
Okay, so when did you first get your own bedroom? Wasn't that when we moved into the other house?
Yeah, when we moved into the house on
Hawes Avenue.
I had the room with the outside door, and you guys had the other one.
Right, but you didn't have it very long, because then Doris moved in with us, and we were all back together again.
And we were all back together again.
And I was just thinking this, Kirk. The time Dennis and I got along the best were when all three of us were in the bedroom. And I don't remember any problems. I don't remember us fighting or yelling or not going to bed. I remember us being pretty calm. But when you moved out and Dennis and I were together, that's when Dennis and I began to fight.
Yeah. When the three of us were together, I don't know what it is. We just kind of balanced each other, I guess. And then when we, separated.
Are you eating something, Kirk?
I'm going to admit to you, I put something in my mouth.
What are you eating? Honestly, Kirk, you can't eat before the show or after the show. You have to eat during the show. Really, Kirk?
It was a pork rind. Yeah, you know, you get nervous and you need something to chop on. I'm sorry. Won't happen again.
All right, Kirk.
Thanks for embarrassing me, you know.
Kirk, Jussie Smollett has been dropped from the play that he was doing in New York. He was playing, I think, the first baseball player to come out as gay, and they just now dropped him from the part.
Yeah, they also wrote him out of Empire.
I was going to ask you, is he still working for Empire?
He's doing 2 episodes for them to close off his arc. I think they said he was getting married, and I guess he's going to go away with his husband.
So they're not going to stick by him?
No.
Joe Biden, Kirk, apparently is going to make an announcement in the next few days or so.
Yeah, I was looking at that, so I don't know. I think Joe had set this one out, but...
he's in.
Yeah, I think he'd be better off sitting out.
Now, Kirk, I was doing a little math. You hear that Donald Trump has made 20,000 lies since he's been president, according to the New York Times. So, Kirk, he's been president 22 months or so. You do the math, that's about 660 days. So that means he's told 30 lies per day, 7 days a week, since he's been president.
Maybe his name isn't Donald Trump. Maybe that's what they're...
30 a day. That's more than 1 an hour.
It's kind of impossible, don't you think?
I would think. I'm not sure. I mean, how are they counting on?
I don't know. I don't know. Everything he says, they say it's a lie, so, you know.
So if you say the same one over and over again, is that a new count or is that just one? I'm just asking.
I don't know. What is that, the AG got in trouble for saying Trump was not being, charged with anything, 7 times or 6 times? They said that was too many?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Well, when the AG was announcing the Mueller report and did that brief, what do you call it, news?
Press conference?
Press conference. So he said something about Trump being innocent 6 or 7 times. And one of the news reports I watched said, he said it 7 times.
Oh, I see.
I think that's a little excessive.
Well, I guess that's how they're counting them.
Yeah.
Now, Kirk, supposedly there are 10 examples of possible interference, including, of course, Trump firing Comey. Trump tried to pressure Jeff Sessions to unrecuse himself and so forth. And what Bill Barr said is that none of these things had any sort of criminal intent, corrupt intent. He was frustrated. He was angry. He knew that there was no basis for the assertion that he colluded with the Russians, and so he was ticked off about all of this and knew it would undermine his presidency and create doubt about the legitimacy of his victory in the minds of the American people.
Right.
Understand?
I agree with that assessment. Because you think about it, a couple of things that, brought out that he said to fire this guy, nobody would do it, and later on he changed their mind. Go back to when he picked those countries that he didn't want immigration from. And remember, I can't remember the names, but somebody he told to do it and they wouldn't do it. He fired them and got somebody else to do it.
Right.
So, and all this other stuff, when people told him not to do something, he took a deep breath, calmed down a little bit, and said, okay, you guys are right. So, I mean, hey, I think we've all been talked off the ledge once or twice in our lives.
Yeah, it was Richard Nixon, the Saturday Night Massacre, and he ordered somebody to be fired, to fire the special counsel, and the guy wouldn't do it, and so he went down to somebody who ultimately would do it. And in the case of Trump, he didn't go over the person's head and fire that person and find somebody to do it. Trump just backed down.
Right. I think he realized, hey, I'm getting too emotional here. I got to think this out a little bit better here before I, pull the trigger. So, and to me, that's kind of normal. Because if you get accused of something you haven't done, what's your first reaction?
Now, Kurt,
anger.
Now, Kurt, grab your pork rinds. Get ready for a beatdown, because Sam in Greenville, South Carolina, he's out for blood. I can just tell. And Kirk's got a little cocky. He won, 3 or 4 in a row now. So, Kirk, you better down a couple of rinds, and you'll be in good shape, okay? I'll talk to you in a few minutes. 888-971-SAGE, 888-971-7243. Kirk Elder, Larry Elder, on this Phone-a-Bro Friday.
Call in now and play Phone-a-Bro.